Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our webinar for our thermal screening, fever screening solutions and products. Um, I'm sure that everybody is excited to see this. Just before we start, the chat is available if there are any questions. My colleague Dani will assist. Um, and after the session, we will give contact of where questions can be sent to. Uh, we will afterwards as well send out this webinar again and the presentation along with it. So if there's any questions, please feel free to use the chat. And also, otherwise, just give us a call afterwards or send your questions to the relevant email addresses that Peter has shared. So, without further ado, I'm going to start the presentation. I'm going to cancel my video so that you don't have to look at my pretty face the whole time. And then, yes, let's go. So, today's session or webinar is with regards to fever screening solutions and products. This is our way to help the fight against COVID-19. The products that we're going to display today is powered by Hikvision, our partner, and we feel the leader in the industry of CCTV solutions in the world. Okay, I know everybody by now might be sure what the coronavirus is and how to the signs and symptoms, how it's transmitted, the prevention, how we can prevent it, and technically speaking, how to prevent is everyday hygiene to follow. Wash your hands, be neat. If you need to cough in your elbow, wash your hands as much as possible or sanitize. The current situation in our country, I don't know how many of you experienced this, but it seems like it happened in phases. With the first few cases excuse me, with the first few cases in the country, which I think was the first 6 in Durban, all of a sudden everybody wanted sanitizer. And the country was without sanitizer and you couldn't get sanitizer anyway. Then it sort of died down and it went to cards. And we struggled to get cards. And recently, not too long ago, it started to become infrared thermometers for the simple reason that, as we were informed, it was one of the requirements to start operating as a business. Excuse me, which I'm sure everybody needs. And now, thermal technology is not really meant for large volumes. Hence the reason for the session today. There's thermal technology. So, and the next, so the traditional methods, like an ear thermometer or mercury thermometer, perform well in detecting people with abnormal surface temperature. But these methods have significant deficiencies. You have to be close, which means it's a high risk. Users need to be in close contact, high risk of infection, especially if you see a lot of the people that wear masks don't wear it properly. You see people that don't wash their hands, who don't sanitize. You hear over the news of nurses and doctors even still being infected trying to help other people. It's a high cost with low efficiency, lots of manpower invested because you need a presence for someone to operate that thermometer. And it's a person by person inspection, which is insufficient. It's difficult to collect data of what was measured and the high temperatures. It's a manual registration, and obviously we know with manual intervention, human error is a risk, and obviously there's a delay in feedback. Here we have just some specifications where we compare a forehead thermometer to a thermal solution. Your measuring distance with a thermometer is 0.01 centimeters to 0.03 centimeters. A thermal solution is more than 1 meter, which is in line than what we were informed social distance should be. It's more efficient. It's the thermometer is 3 to 5 seconds to read, and the thermal solution is less than 1 second. The fever screening process and typical application scenarios that we have for thermal solutions. One, it's fast, non-contact, preliminary fever screening. We identify a person's fever very quickly, which means it's just one step closer to be more safe in our country with the pandemic. There's a couple of solutions that we're going to discuss today and that you can ask questions on or list information on. Fever screening by mobility. This is with a handheld thermographical camera. Economic fever screening solution with CCTV cameras. High-end fever screening solutions and AI fever screening solutions. You see in the pictures that all four solutions or the solutions are meant for high volumes of people. And that's one of the reasons comparison was done between between thermometer and thermal. So just 1 second. By implementing the solutions, we make it safer, more efficient, it's easy adaptable, and it's traceable. And you'll see why we say that going forward. Option one that we provide is a fever screening by mobility, anytime, anywhere, just one click away. So, for preliminary temperature screening by spot checking, it's an indoor solution that we provide. Temperature screening without disturbing a person occupied with work. Recommended to measure 5 minutes after a person enters the indoor space. This is important. It needs a constant temperature and that person to adapt to that temperature. Obviously, if it's outside, it's not going to be as effective because the temperatures can vary. So there's two ways we can use this specific solution with the Heat Thermal app. And also including that's Wi-Fi hotspot, and you connect your thermographic handheld camera to your phone. The other solution is through a computer and through Wi-Fi, and you can also connect your thermographic camera to your computer. Here you can see the specifications, the resolution, optical resolution. The accuracy is up to plus minus 0.5 degrees. A measuring distance is 1 to 2.5 meters. The range 30 to 45 degrees Celsius. It's a 3.5 LCD touchscreen. It supports real-time video alarm in case of abnormal temperature detected. Operation time without having to charge is 4 to 5 hours. This product, like I mentioned earlier on, supports Wi-Fi, automatic screenshots of a person with a temperature and uploading to the mobile application or computer as evidence, which is one of the more efficient ways to get the data quicker compared to infrared thermometers. The advantages of this specific solution, it's traceable. The thermographic handheld camera supports Wi-Fi, can integrate with a PC or a mobile phone, and it supports real-time audio and automatic uploading screen captures. It's safe due to the non-contact measurement and the distance that it provides, and can measure against from 1 to 2.5 meters, protect epidemic prevention personnel from being infected. It's efficient for real-time temperature measurement, high efficiency, no queuing, no gathering. You can also add a tripod to it to even make the screening more safe. Here's a small video of the comparison between thermal and infrared thermometers. My apologies. My apologies. Just have a look here in this video, the speed compared to IR thermometers, and you'll see a huge difference. I also want you to focus on when there's a scenario created of abnormal temperature. Okay, so it's quite a huge difference between thermal technology and infrared thermometers. Our next option is entrance with thermographic camera, value temperature screening. And here we start to play with a more standalone solution where a dedicated person is not needed. The solution is for buildings, elevator halls, security checks, schools, retail stores, any environment where there's a large volume of people moving through a specific point. Again, this is for an indoor space without any wind. We know wind can affect temperature. The recommended, temperature screening time is 5 minutes after a person enters the indoor space. And with this, you get your recommended temperature screening bullet camera, a PoE switch, your NVR for recording purposes, for the solution to work for you. There's the product details for the bullet camera. The thermal is 160 by 120 lens, 3mm or 6mm. The accuracy is also plus minus 0.5 degrees. Measurement virtually the same as the handheld camera, 30 to 45 degrees Celsius. Working temperature is between 10 to 35 degrees Celsius. It has an embedded audio alarm for abnormal temperatures, AI human body detection that increases the precision of temperature screening. Just a breakdown again of the equipment and the solution. Here you'll see that a tripod is also optional for a mobile stand, for lack of better words, if you don't want to mount the camera. Just a small sketch of how it can be implemented. Your secondary measurement can be done with a mercury thermometer. The distance between camera and person should be anything between 0.8 and 1.5 meters with a 3mm lens, and 1.5 to 2 meters with a 6mm lens. And the installation height is approximately 1.5 meters. Option 2 is the entrance thermographic camera using AI temperature screening. Using a thermal camera, tripod that's optional, heat central software with NVR, interactive display, monitor for someone to monitor any screenings, and then your deep in mind NVR. In the small picture, top left, number of people is displayed, the total number, abnormal temperature, no masks. That is also an option that can be removed, mask, no mask, normal temperature. It gives you the temperature status, facial recognition results, and mask detection. The advantage of this solution is mask detection, detecting whether people wear masks, and timely given alarms on people without masks. Efficient search and reporting, it's fast video search of target people, such as people with abnormal temperature or without masks, and supporting exporting reports with ID, body temperature, and mark status. Visualize GUI, special interface in DeepMind NVR, visual displaying all kinds of information. Our option 3 is the entrance with our face recognition module. This is a face terminal with an indoor station that's optional, your PoE switch, and Hink Central software. It has a facial capacity of 50,000 faces, recognition duration of 0.2 seconds per user, temperature range the same as the other products, 30 to 45 degrees Celsius, temperature accuracy plus minus 0.5 degrees Celsius, and a measuring distance of 0.5 to 1.5 meters. It supports mask detection and a sound alarm. Again, here you have also an option to scan with the mask or without the mask. And best of all, it has access control capability. The benefit, this is a long-term temperature screening with access control for building-related projects, centralized management for access control with temperature records. It's a no-touch, long-distance temperature screen. There is no physical contact, reducing cross-infection possibilities. It has flexible deployment for suitable for various scenarios. Face recognition verification duration is less than 0.2 seconds. This is to avoid congestion. Again, it supports face mask wearing alerts. So if you want to have mask and prevent people from entering without mask, that option is available, and there's access control capability. Even if you don't need temperature screening function, can still be used as general access control. Here's a result display. The first picture you'll see a normal temperature and a welcome. And it also has the ability for abnormal and on a stranger report or a person that's not there on a regular basis. And then a display for all your results. Then the centralized management software or system is the Central software. It's flexible, scalable, reliable, and powerful centralized surveillance system. This supports live view, playback, access control, alarm management, personal identification, temperature data storage, abnormal temperature trend analysis. Management of registered entities is personal access management and skin temperature. Central links personal skin temperature and corresponding identity. Access status and temperature live display recording on the Central software. Administrators can grant the access remotely as well. Abnormal status management. Detected abnormal temperature from multiple sites will be centralized into Central and display on the GIS map or EMAP. Management of unregistered identities. This is the stranger that we saw also in the previous slide. It's abnormal status registration. Once abnormal temperatures appears, the inspectors can type in the identity information and register it to the Central software. The registrations are traceable and can easily be searched or exported for safekeeping. Visualized statistic report helps administrators to assign and adjust its manpower. The next page, on this page, we're just going to show you a short video of the solutions that we've discussed. Thank you. We are close to the end of our webinar, ladies and gentlemen. Here's just some new products that we recently started providing to our clients. Dispensers, sanitizers, and refills. We have a push dispenser, 500 milliliter refill. There's a shortage from almost day one of the lockdown of automatic dispensers. We can supply with 5 liter. We can, on request, supply with 25 liter as well. 100 milliliter refill bottles, 500 milliliter. We have a 30 milliliter spray bottle, 50 milliliter spray bottle, and 500 milliliter spray bottle. Then new products, very exciting products. Touchless door opener, sanitizer booth, and touchless dispensers. The automatic door operator, it's just an automatic door closer. It's ideal for post-COVID-19 world, swift, safe opening and closing. It ensures contactless entry and exit. It minimizes the spread of germs at your facility. Activates by beam of a detector, so it's motion detection, button, or access control reader. It can be fitted to an existing lintel door without any building work. The next product is our sanitizing booth that's powered by Turnstile. All these products are powered by Turnstile. It's an automatic spray booth, sprays a fine sanitizing mist with excellent coverage, 100 liter reservoir with accumulator, so that there's no wastage. Activation of booth by beam detector, again with motion. LED stop and go indicator lights, very similar to your bank door scenario. It's adjustable floor, feet for leveling, anti-skid walkway, so it's safe. Now, if we remember the Minister of Transport, his interview on the Gautrain scenario, what they paid for a booth like this, then this is a very, very, very good product because it's extremely cheaper than what he mentioned on the news. So it's a good opportunity for everyone. This is the Hygie hand automatic. Now, I just mentioned that the automatic dispensers was a shortage until now. This is not the same motion detection dispensers as everybody are used to. It's a dispenser that you step on. The dispensers fine mist with excellent coverage. It's a 10 liter reservoir with low-level LED indicator, meaning that if your liquid is on low level, you will be notified. It's an infrared sensor or foot switch operated, can be fitted on wheels for mobility and operated on battery powered. Charge circuit is supplied for overnight charging. So these are very exciting products that we have and are immediately available. Just on the automatic door operator, that's the only of these 3 products that's not locally manufactured. It is imported through by Turnstile from Switzerland. So there is currently stock. There should be enough stock, but in the event that you need to order, there's a waiting period of 6 weeks. The sanitizing booth and the automatic hand sanitizer are all locally manufactured. The Turnstile is the leader in access control equipment, products like these. That's why one of the reasons why we partnered with them and became a reseller of them. So we know that their products are working. We'll communicate through to everybody part of the session we'll communicate the lead time in manufacturing. So apart from the door operator, everything is manufactured locally, which is a good thing because we don't have to worry about delays in importing. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for your support in the fight against COVID-19. For any information, please contact us on our landline, which is displayed on the screen, on my cell number, which is the second number, on my colleague's cell number, Donnie, which is the third number, and our respective email addresses. If there's any questions that we did not answer due to the interruption in connection or for whatever reason, please do not hesitate to inform us on any of the platforms that we provided here currently. Thank you again for joining this session, and enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend. And let's hope everything becomes normal even more than it has already. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day further.